So let me tell you about the beautiful fucked up day that I'm having so far. Let's start. So I found a beautiful rug on Craigslist that I wanted to match my new furniture. The person didn't want to sell to me because he wanted to give the first buyer a chance to buy it. Just like I knew the first buyer would, they chose not to buy it. In the meantime, I bought another rug from Wheeler Dealer. The next day, I get a text message that I saw this morning saying, hey, that person didn't buy the rug. Do you still want it? So, of course, I want it. So I'm taking the rug back to Wheeler Dealer. I call them, and they don't have a local number. The telephone number that they have on the website is for Salem, not Eugene. I speak to someone named Bob, and I told him my situation, and I didn't have the receipt, and he said, come on in. So I go into the Eugene location. Guess what? Bob doesn't work there. He works in Salem. And, of course, they want to give me a hard time because I don't have a receipt, even though I've only had the rug 2 days. So then I get there. The guy says, you had this rug down too long. I can't give you your money back. I said, what are you talking about? I've only had it for 2 days. Well, there's dust on it. I can't believe you brought it back here with dust on it. He said, I can't resell this. I said, what do you mean you can't resell it? There's dust on it. If you give me a vacuum, I'll vacuum it for you right now. It's not like there's anything spilled on it. There's no stains. I want my money back. So, of course, he decides to give me my money back. And while I'm waiting to get my money back, the cashier decides to put in her little 2 cents. And I told her to shut her mouth and that I did not want to hear her 2 cents. She could keep her little tidbits to herself. So while I'm waiting for her to give me my refund, which she decides to put back on my debit card, I ask her, how long do you know how long it's going to take for this refund to show up in my bank account? She replies that, how would she know that? She's not an accountant. And I'm quite sure we've all been to stores and got refunds, and the cashier normally tells you this will take a couple of days to show back up in your account. But this dumb bitch, obviously, she has no idea how long it's going to be to come back. So we complete that transaction. And since it's allergy season and Rakim and I are sneezing, I decide to buy a box of tissues in order to get cash back so I can get the rug that I want, because the guy on Craigslist is in the parking lot now with my beautiful 8 by 11 foot rug. And I give her my card again. I said, do you do cash back? Oh, no. So I replied, just give me my card back. And I snatched my card and I left. And that was the first part of the fucked up day. So now, we went and met with my husband, went downtown, Rakim and I decided to go and get an ice cream sundae to cool off because it's very hot out here, and you guys know, if you know me, you know I hate the heat. So we go get our ice cream sundae at McDonald's. We pull into the parking lot at Winco. I missed one parking spot. I zoom around and get another. As I'm standing here with my blinker on because there's a car coming towards me, the car decides to just zoom into the fucking parking spot that I'm sitting there with my blinker on waiting for. So I blew my horn like, and said, what the fuck? Out the window. So the guy opens his door and he's like, what? I said, you saw me sitting here with my blinker on and you just zoomed into my spot. I didn't see you. I said, well, maybe if you weren't zooming around in the parking lot and looking around at the traffic, you would have seen my blinker. And so, of course, he got out. He got back in his car, and he backed out and gave me my parking spot. So now, let's hope and see if I can get through the shopping trip at Winco without having to cuss somebody else out again today, because I don't like to have to go off. I don't like to have to go off. But if you push my buttons, believe me, I will. But I am not fucking around today. Ain't nobody walking all over me. I mean, seriously. Dust on the carpet makes it unsellable now, and people with a blinker on, and you can't see it? What the fuck, man? I know. So here we are. I just have to get that out and vent a little bit. And I'd like to know if anybody else has had any type of these situations back to back in one day, such as I have. Get back with me. Later, y'all.